So if you haven't been paying attention, guys, Best Buy done Thanos snapped all their employees at their store, leaving mostly only part-time associates because they really wanted to get rid of tenured associates that were making a lot of money and had benefits. That's pretty much what they wanted to do. And they did this with zero notice. Some employees had a good idea what was going on. Most did not. Well, they are blown away and they're outraged and they're disgusted. Camelot 331 here, and we're going to read through all these damn things that they sent to me. Just look, it's heartbreaking, to be honest. It's not a single joke in this video, not even once. Maybe once. I don't really know for sure. But let's get into it. Like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. That's very important. Let's read some of these crazy stories on behalf of all the lost blue shirts that gave years and years of their life to a company that couldn't give two damn sheets about it. Shocking. Hey, Camelot 331, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your recent YouTube video on the Best Buy layoff situation. I was one of the employees they let go, and it was Order 66, just as you said. I made Best Buy $1.3 million in just 1 year from my personal sales, and they let me go with no warning at all. Shocking. Absolutely damn. I'm shocked as hell. Do you see how shocked I am in my face area? Shocked. But what about somebody that's still there? Still there right now. Let's look at this message. There's a lot of messages. Check this one out right here. So it says, my best friend shared your Best Buy video in our Discord because a lot of us work or have worked there. My store did cuts over the past 2 days. It's crazy because we thought if you made it to close on Wednesday, you were fine. We were wrong. About half of our full-timers were cut. Half, guys. It seems like you were more likely to be cut the longer you had been there. Shocking. People that are tenured, that have a lot more pay, better benefits. And if you were on the company's health insurance, well, damn, guys, that was pretty obvious. The most shocking by far was Blank. He's worked there longer than most of the managers. Loved his job. He's been in the Millionaire Club for like the past 5 years, meaning he's made over $1 million in revenue in a fiscal year. 5 times, guys. Think of how much money that Best Buy made off this poor soul that they're firing with no notice. He easily outsold everyone in the store. They fired him. I don't care what he costed to have worked there. There's no way it outweighed the profit he has made Best Buy. Several of my coworkers are furious that they did this to him. It's absolutely shameful. I know this story is probably not an outlier, but I figured I'd send you another piece of evidence of how abhorrent these firings have been. How abhorrent they've been. Can you believe that? This guy has been working there longer than the managers. He's making millions of dollars for the company. And what do they do to repay him? Fire the hell out of him without notice. That's pretty much how corporate companies feel about their associates nowadays. They don't care. Take them or leave them. They'll get somebody that makes $9 an hour to do your job for you. They'll replace you. It's over. Whatever's the cheapest option. Not somebody that's trained, an expert, and is going to actually make the company money. They don't care. As long as they don't have to pay him anymore. Especially not if they have health insurance. Undamn believable, guys. And keep in mind, this person is still here. And they're working part-time. So it's very important. And check this out right here. So it says, I do still work here. I work part-time, so I'm safe as far as I know. No part-timers have been fired so far, only full-time. Ironically, on the 9th, the day before the layoffs, they bragged on their blog about how high they rank in the Forbes Best Employers list. Best Buy named to Forbes Best Large Employers list. This was the day before they fired everybody. They were bragging about how they employ so many people. I'm glad they got that out one day before everything happened, coincidentally enough, right before it happened. So it's all good, don't worry about it. Nothing to see here at all. Most of the remaining employees are just shocked. A few others and I have been upset at the treatment and increased workload for months. My store often leaves me in particular to run the front end by myself, doing customer service, checkout, and store pickup. And this was before the cuts. I imagine it's only going to get worse from here. Shocking. You best damn believe they're going to use the 3 associates they have in their stores now instead of the 30 or whatever they had prior to that. They're going to use those 3 associates to cover the entire store. The entire store. It's going to get absolutely insane. But what about somebody that's been working there for years and just suddenly got canned the other day because of the giant layoffs? It says, what's up, Cam? Been following you for a while. I'm an ex-GameStop employee. I was a store manager from 2008 to 11. However, I spent the last decade with Best Buy, and last week they let me go with zero notice, guys. Zero notice. Zero notice. Imagine you gave a decade of your life to a company, and they literally one day just say, get the hell out of my store. There needs to be a system in place, is if you work somewhere for 10 years, they have to be cool, kind of, and not slap you right on the top, the tip of your pee-pee. All right? And not saying that that's not a great thing, all right? I'm just saying, like, if that happened to me, you know what I'm saying? It'd be a great time. But it happened to this guy, and he didn't really enjoy it at all. After 10 years, it feels really cold. It was either take a severance or take a part-time job with no guaranteed hours. I was with Best Buy from 2011 until last week. Oh my God. It says, before the pandemic, it was tolerable. Better than GameStop for sure. I always defended Best Buy anytime anyone talked badly about them because I truly believe they value me. Rest in the damn pieces, baby. Once the pandemic kicked in, it was pure chaos. Next to no staff, customers angry and running around yelling because they couldn't get help. Crazy curbside orders without a safe area to do them in. I was in asset protection, but when the pandemic broke out, I went to the warehouse. I was picking orders and having to stop no matter where I was in the building or how far away to go take care of all the curbside orders during my shift. I was putting in like 8 miles a day, some days maybe even more. They worked me like a dog over the last year, especially during their record holiday performance, which then they turned around and fired everybody. I mean, covered in sweat, wearing out a pair of shoes every 3 months, aches and pains from being on my feet so long, but I did it and did it well. The pay was good, so they used me just to make a shitload of money during Christmas, then kicked me to the curb like a piece of trash before Valentine's Day. Unbelievable. This guy sounds pissed as hell, and rightly so. Rightly so. A decade gone, guys. A whole damn decade. And we got more. Check this one out right here. It just keeps getting worse. Look at all these messages. We're going fast, which is pretty much the story of my life. We get 3 choice pumps in this family. That's all I can offer you. I'm sorry. It's probably why my ex-wife left me. We already know this story. So this one says, hey man, I work at Best Buy and I held on by the skin of my teeth, but I was immediately sent home and can't work for the next 10 days, even if a COVID test comes back negative. I'm out of PTO, so I was basically told good luck. What the hell? And odds are I'm going to get wrote up for following policy and getting sent home by my manager. And if I'm let go, that means they won't have to pay me severance. Shocking. I understand what their plan is. And the people who were let go won't get their severance until the end of the month while not getting hours. So they can't get their unemployment for months unless they want to lose that severance. Shocking. I just saw my entire HT crew I started with lose their jobs and just have me and 2 others remaining. 3 people. We talked about this. 3 damn people. So I told him, look, it's like they're not going to pay him severance. It sounds like they're going to avoid paying him severance. Well, he said, I'm hoping that's not the case, but these next few days are going to be nerve-wracking as I try and figure out all my bills and food and such. But thank you for bringing this to light. It was starting to seem like it was all going to be brushed under the rug. Shocking. That's why you, the viewer, need to share my last video and this one about Best Buy, specifically. Insane right now. They're just throwing people off cliffs. You know what I'm saying? It's like, remember in 300 when all the Spartans are pushing all the guys off the cliff and they fall off the cliff into the sharp rocks below? That's what Best Buy's doing. They're pushing all of their employees off the cliff into the rocks for some reason, which seems like an overreaction. Well, they probably should just tell them to go outside, not push them off into the rocks. That seems like death. So not only are they terminating people, they're also making other associates go home, so they can try to avoid paying them severance. It's a common practice. This happens all the time in every damn company. But what else? What else is there? There's more messages. They never stop coming. They're fast and furious, and not like the movies that are good sometimes, maybe not really. I like the 7th one, all right? I cried a lot when it was like, it's been a long day. That song, when it pop on and with CG in the face. You know what I'm talking about. You might not know what I'm talking about. Ha! So this one says, hey Camelot, I saw your video on Best Buy today and I have a story of my experience. I worked for Best Buy as a full-time mobile phone specialist for 4 years and I left the company back in 2018. Honestly, it was the best decision I ever made. The company has always been shady, from threatening associates with their job if they didn't get customers to sign up for the credit cards to literally working some employees like slaves. I'm not one bit surprised with this news. The way they treat employees there is so wrong. I've worked at 2 different locations for them, and the amount of times I saw people trying to get help from HR and they never gave a damn. Keep in mind, guys, HR is not for the people that work there. It's for the company. It's to have the company's ass. Even had an assistant store manager at my last location that was super creepy towards female associates, always putting his hands on their back or shoulders and started rubbing them. And you could see the discomfort in their faces. I've seen tons of associates like this. I've seen tons of managers like this. My district manager at GameStop did this all the time. Tried to hug all the girls. Why? I don't know. He got reported too many times to count, and HR did nothing. Shocking. The most sickening thing is he went on to get a promotion to a GM at another store. Shocking as hell. After I left Best Buy, I try my best to avoid buying anything from that company. I feel so bad for the people that are still working there, getting treated like literal trash. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Best Buy's on damn fire right now. And if I could give you any recommendation on Best Buy, I would say do not work at Best Buy. Stay the absolute hell away from Best Buy. As you can see, it's going insane. It's going insane at Best Buy. All the associates are getting dropped. They're firing full-time associates so they don't have to pay benefits. So they don't have to pay long-term associates a giant salary. And by giant, we're talking like $35K maybe or a little bit more than that. And only keeping a couple part-timers and 3 to run a store. Unbelievable. It looks to me like they're going to eventually go all online. Will that work for them? Probably not. Should they have treated their associates better? Definitely. Because like I said, we have to give a 2 weeks notice or else it's frowned upon. Obviously, legally, we don't have to as people, but they want us to because it's nice of us. But they don't have to be held to the same standard. Never made sense to me. Never made sense to me. So what do you think? Comment down below. Do you work at Best Buy? Do you work somewhere else? Message me on Instagram and TikTok. And not TikTok. Why? I don't know. Message me on Twitter, though. That's a good one. Not TikTok. Don't message me on TikTok, please. No, it's fine. It's all good. Make sure you updo the video. Make sure you subscribe. And make sure you do me a big old favor. Make sure you get the hell on it. Doggone it. Bye. Yeah. Grand Puro. I don't know what that means.